are taking flight. Let them doubt, let them stare. I was never meant to care. I don't need to touch the sun to know I've already won. So I fly above the ache. With every scar, a spark I make. You can't cage what burns so bright. These glass wings were born to fight. Frozen light inside my skin. Every spark begins again. Running through a world so wide, cracks of glass beneath the sky. All my fears dissolve in blue. Every heartbeat pulls me through. Take me where the colors blend, where the lines begin to bend. In the static I remain, flowing through my crystal veins. Crystal veins. Feel the fire. Crystal veins. Take me higher. Shadows fade, the pulse returns. Every scar becomes a burn. In the rhythm I survive, turning pain to neon light. Take me where the colors blend, where the lines begin to bend. In the static I remain, flowing through my crystal veins. Crystal veins. Feel the fire. Crystal veins. Take me higher. Every drop of light inside shows me I'm still alive. Break the dark, release the flame. I am more than what remains. Frozen light inside my skin. Every spark begins again. Crystal take me higher.
Okay, welcome to our daily YouTube live. Alright, so I will kick off with today's session right now. So I was starting off with XAUUSD first. So actually overall right now, the whole market actually finally there is some retracement over here. Okay, this retracement, it actually happens during last Friday, and this retracement, it is actually a very good time to form it. Yeah, it is actually really, really good time to actually form it. So why do I say that? Is because actually right now, throughout the last 2 weeks, it has actually keeps on forming a new high and new high, and it did not even have a single retracement. Because if it did not have any retracement, right, eventually it is actually very hard for us to find an entry lah. So right now, how do we actually identify the trend right now? So actually in 4 hour time frame, right now what we are looking at right now is we are still in uptrend because the price, it has actually failed to close below 4317. Okay, it has actually failed to close below 4317. So after this level, it has came down, right, and then eventually it has a bouncing off from this level. So eventually in 4 hour time frame, right now we are still in uptrend, but in 1 hour time frame, okay, in 1 hour time frame, things are slightly different. Okay, so in 1 hour time frame, the price, it has actually forms a change of trend when the price broke down below 4357.7. So after the price, it has broke this level, right, eventually in 1 hour time frame, it has really formed a change of trend towards the downside. Sorry. So right now, if you wanted to identify a change of trend towards the upside again one more time, we need to see the price to actually goes above this level. This level lies around 4436.5. Okay, so if eventually, if in the end the price, it has actually goes above this level, eventually it will change the trend in 1 hour, become uptrend again. So right now in 1 hour time frame, we are actually still in downtrend right now. So right now, 1 hour and 4 hour time frame right now, they are actually going against each other right now. And I'm foreseeing the price, it will continue to go into a consolidation, okay, in this bigger time frame. And this is actually a good sign. The reason why it is actually a good sign, it is because if 1 hour time frame and 4 hour time frame, if they are actually going against each other, right, which mean in both of this time frame, eventually it wanted to go into a consolidation area. And if bigger time frame, if in big time frame, if it has formed a consolidation, right, it is actually a very good thing for us because we are using 5 minute and 15 minute time frame to find trade setup. When this kind of things happen, which is consolidation, if it happens, right, actually in 5 minute and 15 minute time frame, it has actually have a lot of entry setup opportunity. So that's why do I say that this coming week, it will be a very fun week. So that is why, okay, that is the reason why. All right, so right now in 15 minute time frame, how do I actually identify the trend right now? It is actually very simple. So actually just now in the afternoon, it has actually one entry opportunity over here. Let me check. Oh, it actually has about 1 to 3 risk reward ratio already from this level. Okay, so how does this entry actually forms? First of all, what I notice over here is there is a higher low over here. Okay, there is a higher low, and there is also a change of trend at this level as well. So after this change of trend, eventually it has actually coming back to the EMA level. So once the price coming back to this EMA level, eventually we can enter a long trade over here once there is an engulfing candle happens over here. So after this engulfing candle happens already, immediately it has actually going to the upside already, and eventually full TP, it has already happened lah. 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. Okay, 1 to 3 risk reward. Hello. Okay, so it just now in the afternoon, it has actually one trade set up. Okay, this thing happens at about, oh, it's actually in the morning. Yeah, okay, it was actually in the morning. And right now the price in 15-minute time frame, right now it is actually forming a BOS structure. Okay, right now it is actually forming a BOS structure. So over here that it has formed a BOS already. So this is actually the first BOS. So after, because previously it did not have any BOS structure, so eventually this is the first time. So after this BOS, it has really happened. After that, we will identify this as a point one. Right now, this is actually a same level. Okay, this is a point two. And we just need to wait for the price to actually go above one more time and to retrace back to this EMA level to form 0.28. And then we can actually enter this trade already lah. Actually, for 15-minute time frame right now, what I'm waiting for is this thing. And there is no BOS as well. Okay, over here there is no BOS. It is actually considered like the same level. Okay, same level. So actually this is not a good place for us to enter a trade lah. Okay, sorry, I mean that right now what we need to do is you cannot straight away go to do a long trade right now. Okay, we really need to wait for one more higher low, okay, for us to enter this long trade in XAU. So this is the only setup that I actually noticed right now, and I think that by tonight it will form this entry opportunity, and there is also the chances eventually it will coming back to this level lah. This level is somewhere around 443 4.6. So after this level 443 4.6, it has actually comes to this level, right? Eventually in this XAU, because right now we already touches the support level, that's why there is a very high chances the price eventually it will come to this resistance level lah. And right now it is actually also okay at a uptrend. Okay, right now it is actually also uptrend. So that's why in 15-minute time frame it is actually a good time for us to enter a long trade. And there is still a gap between this resistance level, unless the price it has actually touches the resistance first, then only coming back to the EMA level. Yeah, then if this thing happens, then we wouldn't enter this kind of trade already lah. This is for XAU. And then let me go to BTC. So for BTC, actually just now it has actually forms. Okay, let me check. There is a bit of distance, okay, in between of this EMA and this low. Because in BTC, it has actually forms a change of trend over here, and there is also a higher low. This is a higher low, change of trend. Eventually, right now, it has actually coming back to the EMA level already. So if you guys wanted to try to do a long trade right now, you guys can go for it, no problem. And your TP, right, you can actually aim about this previous high lah. Okay, this previous high. This previous high, it will be something about 1 to 1.5. Okay, 1 to 1.5 risk reward ratio, which is actually very, very near only lah. So this thing we really needed to, if you guys wanted to try, you guys can go for it in this BTC, and you guys will need to enter right now. Okay, exactly right now for this BTC, because it has actually forming this entry. The engulfing is at the current price as well, 63600. Okay, so for this BTC, we can enter. And right now, we are also standing at a support level as well. This support level, it is actually this previous low. It has actually touches quite a lot of times over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is actually the 7 times. Okay, this is the 7 times of the BTC. It has touches this level already. So there is a chances of the price eventually it will be bouncing off from this level in this BTC. Okay. And then for Ethereum, okay, and then for Ethereum, actually right now Ethereum does not have any entry because during last 5 days, in the previous 5 days, overall the whole market is actually in a consolidating area lah. So that's why in Ethereum, in the end, it didn't form any entry opportunity setup. Okay, so that's why in Ethereum, it is actually not the best time to actually enter any trade right now. Okay, so if you guys wanted to do a trade, you guys can go for BTC, do a long trade right now. And your cut loss, you can put this previous low. It will be somewhere around 63,177. And then your TP, you may put this previous high. Because there are a lot of people that will be setting their cut losses somewhere around this level. Yeah. Let me use CoinGlass to actually see liquidation heat map. Okay, let me check. I guess there's a lot of cut losses over there, I believe. Okay, wait. About 1 week ago. Let me choose 1 week. 2 week. Okay, so you see, there is a lot of cut losses over here. Today, the same as last week. Boring down, just sleep when I see chart. Okay, so actually today, right, it has something to see, but this is in the latest strategy, okay, which is you can call it as advance of 1 2 3. Okay, so actually in today there is one setup, okay, that was given by IC. So today is TP1 actually. So that trade, it was actually given with advanced version of 1 2 3. Okay, and this thing, it will be I believe that you guys also did notice about uh in last 2 day, right? We have been starting posting about one person. He is actually called White Kid, right? So upcoming, we will be 10x Hub. Eventually, we will be working closely alongside with him. Okay, so why do we actually working closely along with him is because that actually 1 2 3, it was actually founded by him. Okay, and both of us, we have been using this strategy for a long time, but um and he's also a world champion trader as well. And right now, and previously he didn't wanted to teach, okay, but right now he came back out, okay, and after that, and right now he will be teaching us as well. And so that's why I said upcoming there will be a lot of things, okay, it will be happening, and all of these things to be happen, it is actually good news as well. All right, so you guys may need to stay tuned uh for our latest announcement. Okay, so within these few weeks, okay, within these 2 week, which is this week and next week, right, we will be preparing a lot of things. So we will be preparing to kick off in the new advanced 1 2 3. Okay, so upcoming month in September onwards, we will be most likely will be teaching the advanced version of 1 2 3 already. Yes, correct. Okay, can, no problem, you can. Yes, even the 10x wallet management, it also have a bit of uh upgrade already also. Okay, also got a bit of upgrade in the 10x wallet management. Yes. All right. So basically, in the month of September onwards, right, eventually it is a very good time for us to kick off the market as well. And right now, the whole market, it has actually also a very good time for us to do trading as well, because right now it has actually a lot of volume lah. Because after I have been testing the advanced version of 1 2 3, eventually, wow, the winning rate is actually quite high. Yeah, it has about 70% winning rate with with about 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, 1 to 2 to 1 to 3. Yes. All right. So wait for our announcements. Stay tuned. And do you guys have any questions regarding today's analysis? So right for today, we just need to be waiting for the price to actually to form one more higher low. And coming back to the EMA, then eventually we can do a long trade already. So actually for today, it's actually very, very straightforward only. If you guys are all clear, you guys may type OK in the chat room. All right, so let's wait patiently for this trade setup. And I see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Lights fall, colors bend, where the sky and city blend. Every shadow, every flame writes a story.